today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up? Fight, 97.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
10, 45, 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 11th rushing touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Caught by Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up. Incomplete. The Panthers at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And he's gonna go down. but he's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they...
Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Set hut. Black. 95.
Hey, boy, you got 4 down.
Ready, go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Set. Blue. 32. Set hut. Ready.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there, defense.
Ready, ready.
Let's go. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready. Hut.
Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Come on. Hey, Cowboy 80.
It's our time, it's our time.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Watch the air.
Ready, go.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Lunch 56. Lunch 56.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Championships, baby. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw.
Hyatt has got it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Second and goal from the 1. As they've got it as we resume action. Once more, Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. David
Here we go. 50, green.
Strip that ball.
43 rail.
19, Mike, 19.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
38. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Now inside the 25.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any...
Set. Ready. 33. Yellow.
Double time. 4 down.
Now a play fake here on first down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Block 40. Set. Go. Hut.
Back to throw here. Little short pass here to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On second down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half. They're going to stop him behind the line.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Yellow. 43.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
45. White.
inside handoff now. Miller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line.
Here we go. Set. Black. 95.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him. Behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Lou Hedley now.
Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ready?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready?
3rd down and 13.
Bronco 80.
Kill, 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 kill.
Ready?
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. A chance to really cap off. Big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first half.
Ready, set. Shovel 38.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
If you were me, you do this.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive ahead. Coach crazy.
Without it.
So now out is the Panther offense as they'll come in and go for the 2-point try. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers continue.
Ready. Red 38.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward. For a few as the clock will run. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin with an AFC South matchup in Indianapolis, as Houston is in town. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TI.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason.
Okay, break.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 61 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Spike 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They go play action here on first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is... They are really locked in on offense.
Ball on the 8. It's second and 4.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been...
Here we go. 52 blue. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Little short pass here to Hill.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Yellow, 22. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3-3. Set, hunt, ready.
He'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a game.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60, ready, go.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Let's go, defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Set, hunt, 60 red.
You don't want none. Mike 19.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. This one taken in by Olave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeMarcus Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out route to Hill, complete.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
And with that kind of deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
That's to the sideline and pulled in.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. They'll run with Montgomery. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, You may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there.
Come on, bench. Red 38. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Red, go.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
On the ball.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings us 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Mike 19.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Mike 19. Mike 19. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact. To hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Give him 32 on the play.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Okay, ready?
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
52 blaster. Set, cut.
They'll set up a throw.
Back to you.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Black 40.
Tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Ready.
And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.